Good.
Now? Hey guys, good morning. Rhea here. I felt really inspired to come on today, again after listening to Deborah, about whenever we put ourselves out there, we take our gifts, our spirit, we empower ourselves to the next level. And something that has been coming to me for a long time is the whole light language. And I think I mentioned to you guys before, when I was in like earlier 20s, I was really involved in gifts of the spirit and doing classes and involved with the Catholic Church to gain all these gifts. Well, one of the gifts they call it the speaking in tongues, but to me that translates as light language. And it's something that I've always not always, but I'll do to myself, or if I'm feeling like not knowing what to do, or just praying, or not having the right words. I think maybe speaking in tongues or light language for me sometimes is like tapping, because I'll talk to myself. I'll go "Tora seka kolada," or I'll speak in light language to myself. And it's something that I haven't really done too much since that time. But then seeing Dee Cruz come on, a little voice said to me, "Marie, you got to step forward in this." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I will." So I was meditating this morning, and I felt the blue avians. Like I've never known who they were or tapped into them until yesterday, sensing energy with Deborah and the girls. And as I was meditating this morning, doing quiet meditation, I felt their strong energy come in, but then I felt my shoulders open up, like, you know how they have wings? I felt the wings expand behind me, almost like they were, instead of being like this, they took me and they opened me up, like opened my wings up. And I can feel them, so I'm gonna start getting emotional. Not that I've ever connected, but I also see these blue orbs. And when I looked up at the blue avians, they had this blue portal. And then this morning when I was talking to my husband about what I was gonna do, about speaking in tongues and light language, he goes, "I don't have any effing idea what you're talking about." I've never even spoke or talked of this really to family. I've never done it in public. So this is my point. You guys know I'm really big on stepping out of your fear, putting yourself out there. And this is what I'm doing. What a perfect, beautiful platform to step forward in something I've never done before, or what you guys do, you've never done before. How beautiful it to have like-minded cray-crays out there. It's awesome. So I have created this little healing modality, and maybe Dee, if she happens to watch this, she could give me some input, or her two cents. But I've always felt like a connection to Native Americans, and I know I have a spirit guide. His name is Tiki Como, and I think he also is guiding me towards this. Because when I do this little healing, I just kind of created it myself. Oh, sorry guys, this is Han, I'm sorry. Caleb's divine reflection of himself. A beautiful girl, she's gonna be my model. And she's going to Vietnam tomorrow to visit her family. And she's going through a huge, huge, huge transition in life. A huge crossroads, a huge opening, a huge coming into herself. So I thought, oh, this will be perfect. I'll use her for a model. And I've only practiced this little healing modality amongst just Caleb and a couple family members, but I've never incorporated verbal outward light language with it. I'll go through and work through the energies and chakras, but I'm really going to put myself out there and just whatever. I'm going to verbalize what I'm feeling when I do the light language. And to me, if you're wondering what light language is to me, it's the same as speaking in tongues, but it's all vibrations of light. And to me, it's like becoming one with spirit, your higher self. You are speaking the language of higher self, and when you do that, you are bringing forth healing energies, healing frequencies, healing codes of light that the human, whatever language you speak, can't encompass. They can't resonate as closely to the light language in the purity, unfiltered form that comes through when you're speaking light language. And it's not, I haven't even done this in front of Caleb, my husband, nobody. So if you guys see anything or detect anything as I'm working on Han, feel free to comment. And I just want to be an example of like putting myself out there too. If Kirsten can blow snot on film, Summer can go and use the bathroom on film, on lives, I sure as hell can just put out a little light language. So I'm going to use a little sage with it when I do this, just for cleansing. I'm going to have a little Indian flute background music in the background, which you can probably hear. But I'm going to try to come forth with spirit speaking through me. And as always, I always ask for the higher self, the highest frequencies, the highest light in the guidance that is directly in connection with Han to come through and work through me also, just like I do in my card readings. So Caleb is running the the camera back there, and so he's the one doing all this, and I'm gonna work on Han. So I'll start right now. And I always bring forth the highest frequencies of love and light. I always bring forth Jesus, Mother Mary, higher self, pure, pure, pure source energy to work through me and to work through Han in order to bring forth the highest frequencies of love and light and healing. To me, it's a releasing, going through the energy centers, releasing the energy that is no longer needed, but also bringing forth the most purifying energy of a higher consciousness and the highest of awareness. So I'm just going to take a little sip of water here. And I believe everything is individual, by the way. There is no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong way to say things, do things. You are an individual and you have your own frequency and imprint for a reason. So whatever healing modality you feel to do it. It doesn't have to be something that has ever been done before. You are the magician. You are the creator. You're the creator, one with source, and bringing forth the energy and information. Needless to say, guys, I've been shaking. The energy's really been building. Obviously, super nervous. So I'm just going to take a deep breath. I'm going to do a little sage. And sage is just a tool. It's not that you need sage. It's just our belief behind the tool that we are using gives its validity. It gives its power. It's not coming from the sage. It's coming from us and our connection to it and our belief in it. Everything is just a tool. Everything is just a reflection of what we hold within, but it's beautiful because it brings it forth and it brings it out. I'm using a little shell because a lot of times when I'm using the sage, little pieces will fall off, so I don't want to I've caused little burn marks in wood before, and I don't want to catch the carpet on fire. Whoops, there goes some now. And you know with these sage sticks, you got to blow on them to get them going. Sometimes they're hard to get going. I think this is white sage. So I'm going to do that. Caleb, you feel free to move around. Okay, I don't think it's dripping too much. And so I will begin. Thank you, Han, for allowing me to do this. And thank you guys for tuning in. And here we go. Sukukalari sikukapara shikara. Sukukulira pasikukona. Puritita sikukolika tamari shikupa. Sukukalida tasipa. Puritikata. Purisikakala pusha. Sukala. Sikukalika pasikukunana. Kuli paritutisia. Kuri pusikakali da shikukunana. Pashikolila pasikana. Shukala sikul. Kurisi paritikukunana sikapara. Shusikana. Shushikale sikukubari sikanari tudasa. Puriditari shikukali. Kukali sikakapashari sikanana. Pasiko sira sikukori parada. Purishikukala sina. Pasiko sina si pasikura. Shusitara sikakala. Shabari parisiko kalinamana. Shabara satari sikopara. Isoritsa parishikana. Shikorisipara. Shikorisika shupasika nanarasikuga. Shurara berpasi, pasikaratsi parikuna nashanana. Pasikola lika pasa. Shikorita pasikulikanana. Asi. Asikolasha. Porosikukolina kapashikasikara. Pasi parece paritushi. Parece parikashi tarasekara banana. Shikarasi. Shukara. Shukara sikara disisiana. Sikapasa. Shurikekana. Pasirasi. Pasitsikali. Parisikoria sapaisuka. Parisikala, parisikari sakara pashari kosakalari dita. Pasikasika pashush. Parisikara patasi. Parisika parisika pashi. Pasish. Parisika pshasi. Pasikshana. Pasikari. Pasikale parsikarina. Pasikole pasikalara. Pasikole sikatari shuka. Porushikalari tutari sapanana. Pasikoli. Pasatari tisika. Parasikukunana. Siparatita sikana. Parasikokashasi saparita kanana. Paratitushis. Parasipupsha sikaru. Parasa. Prutsita. Shikarasi. Parasikorita simata. Parasikorita. Pari. Pashi. Parish. Pashisare. Paritikoshitara sipa. Sikoranana. Did you feel anything? So that's the first time, you guys, I've ever done that on anyone ever. So just let's see if, are you okay to like respond about it at all? Did you feel anything or?
Yeah, I feel peaceful.
You feel peaceful. To me, I felt a lot of, when I was working on her, I know none of it is me. I know it's just, I'm the conduit for spirit to work through her higher selves, the energies. Just like we all are, we're all human portals. Because at truth, we are spirit, and we're just the human vehicle to experience the humanness, but also to bring the marriage of the spirit with the human together into one. And as I was working on her, when I was getting emotional, I got emotional in this area. Did you feel that at all? I felt she has a lot of truth to speak. She has truth she needs to speak from here. And I could feel that as I worked on her, and it brought a lot of emotion because her spirit and her higher self are really encouraging her to speak her truth, stand in her power, and speak up for herself. I feel she had a lot of mental density on her that needed to be released, not necessarily just from her own mind, but placed on her from others. I felt that, I felt her connection to her spirit being grounded to earth. I felt that, I felt the light within her, and it was expanding, is how I can say it. Caleb, did you feel anything in all of that, or as being the observer, or did you want to say anything?
That was an ocean flow of energy.
And you've never heard me talk like that before, right? I speak gibberish all the time, my husband would say, but not like that. So thank you, Hans, so much for letting me do that. And I felt, if you guys knew Hans' story, I don't even know all the specifics. I just know that she grew up in Vietnam, had severe, you had depression too, right? What, depression?
I
And very, very homeless and freezing to death on the streets, and it just took a lot for her to step out of that.
did.
So she's a strong cookie, as petite as she is.
I'm safe here now.
So I felt really, really, really called to use her today too. So it is all symbolic. She's going back to her country for a month just to visit. Caleb's going to go for a couple weeks. So thank you very much, guys. Did anyone have any comments or tune in or anything, Caleb? So I'll check that out later. And just yes, hon, did you want to say something? Oh, okay. So she's quiet, but obviously she's got a lot to say. I could just feel it. I could feel it more, like even in the back of her neck. I could just feel it. And very beautiful. So just step into your power, guys. Step into your, what's calling you. And Deborah, like when Deborah was speaking last night about, she was always told she was a healer. I too have been told that a lot, but I'm like, I don't know how. And I used to do hair, and I do like little Reiki massages from the shoulder up and tuning into energy. But I do feel a lot in my hands and my feet and everywhere, as you guys know. But so just follow that, trust it, nurture it. If you have that little spark of interest or passion, you know what? Step into it. Just do it in whatever way, shape, or form that is. Because the only one losing in this. Would you rather have the fear of stepping out win you over and keep you small? Or would you rather just step into who you are and shine with all the light that you are and create the life that you want? It's like no one has anything to lose but ourselves. And we can say, well, the world can miss out too. The world misses out because they're a reflection of that which we are. So we're going to obviously, through stepping in our own power, we're going to create and reflect that world. And it does in a way affect everybody, because everyone is us and we are them, and we're all connected through love. But it comes down to here first. It comes down to yourself first. All right, guys, thank you for allowing me to do that. I feel good now. I was so nervous, and I had the energy pushing. I was like, go, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
You stop shaking now.
Huh?
You stop
Yeah, I stopped shaking now. I always, like, before I go live or do something, or especially if it's something of the unknown, I can feel the energy like this. I'm like this until I get the energy flowing. All right, guys, thank you. We'll be on at 1 with Kelly to interpret her song. And then Caleb will be on later also with Jimmy. All right, guys, thank you.